Hey guys, I'm back and we are playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Today we're going to be checking out a league reward blueprint. This one is from the CDL Major 1 Finals Day viewership drop. So if you haven't earned it, you can't earn it at the moment. I'm not sure if they'll bring it back for a future drop reward. I hope they do. Sometimes they do. And definitely we'll talk about that more at the end. But yeah, at the moment, this is a viewership drop reward for the CDL Major 1 Finals Day. So it ended yesterday, well, my yesterday night or late night, whatever, early, you know what I mean. It ended and the drop reward is no longer available. But let's check it out. I still want to look through it. And like I said, there is possible chance that they'll bring back the reward for a future drop. My recommendation is I'll link the CDL website in the description, the official website. Go ahead and check the CDL website. It has a tab for the viewership drops, and they update it regularly as new drops are available and stuff like that. And as long as you keep update on the website, they generally will mention if there's a second chance to earn these drops. Or if nothing else, at least you'll be aware of the next drops available when those go live. These are from Twitch. So it's Twitch drops. They've moved from YouTube to Twitch this year. So yeah, you're gonna have to link up your accounts from Twitch and Activision for the drop rewards in the coming days and future drops, like I said. Let's quickly check it out instead of me fumbling trying to explain how the drop rewards work. Again, it'll be explained on the website if you want to like more detailed on how to link up your accounts and stuff like that. I'm not CDL, I'm not associated with them in any which way. I just like watching the CDL games, and I like earning me my rewards. So that's how I get them and check them out and stuff like that. It's just me enjoying the reward and enjoying the games. But yeah, today's reward is for the handgun P890, and it's called Candy Cane. God, I hate Candy Cane P890 handgun. Let's play the preview animation and get a closer look. So this one's just a handgun, but as the majors go on and the year progresses, the blueprints do get better. So it might start off as a handgun, but then it will progressively get more interesting. Usually these blueprints aren't exactly like pro approved or whatever. So it's not necessarily like built only for people who want to play the CDL mosh pit or play on the pro level. A lot of these viewership drop rewards are like more in line with just the general audience. So they'll be built for just fun, something for the regular players that they can take into games and enjoy. So you don't need to worry about it being like, oh my God, this is only for the pro players build-wise and all. No one's interested if you're not playing that mode. A lot of these drops are actually not even, like, they won't fit the meta for the CDL games. It's more for just the base viewers, which is nice. A little Christmas theme blueprint. So this blueprint comes with 4 attachments, 1 open slot to do with as you please, although it is a pro-tuned blueprint. So if you do decide to add an extra attachment, it will remove the pro tuning. This one is pro tuned for quick draw. So sprint to fire speed, aim down sight speed, and precision sight picture. It comes with the XRK TAC Ops barrel, which gives you a boost to movement speed and aim down sight speed at the cost of bullet velocity and recoil control. The SZ Sigma 4 optic, which is a precision sight picture at the cost of aim down sight speed. The FJX DVF60 grip, which is an increase to recoil control at the cost of aiming stability. And finally, the Bruin MG80 trigger, which is aiming idle stability, fire rate boost at the cost of hip fire moving accuracy. So those are the 4 attachments you get. Like I said, there is pro tuning done to it, but we can't actually preview the pro tuning without removing all the tuning. So that's a mystery as what exactly the pros and cons adjusted is. But let's check out how some of these other attachments look if you decide to change them and remove the pro tuning. So yeah, definitely you change the barrel, you're losing a good chunk of the blueprint. Laser attachments. Optics. Grips. Wait. Magazine. The ammunition won't change anything visually. Oh, the double action actually maintains the blueprint. Almost better than the actual attachment. No, so there's no modification. And muzzle attachments. We won't go through everything. So yeah, that's the gun. Again, no advanced stats. So the stat bar on the bottom is as good as I can show you. What is or isn't happening to the gun with the attachments as is. The camos are really buggy right now, so this is clearly way brighter than it should be. But at least we'll get a rough estimate of how the blueprint will look with camos. Like, it doesn't remove the entire blueprint. I'll equip it and show you so it won't show everything. But let's throw this one on because it looked kind of nice. So that gives you a rough idea of what the... do this so you can see it. And I saw the Orion one. Orion actually looks pretty good with it. So you do retain certain elements of the blueprint, and it has a unique coverage for the blueprint when you throw on camos. All right, let's jump in and play a few games. I've decided to go ahead and play this multiplayer trial mosh pit, not the quick play. Hoping for a little more casual games, considering I'll be running around with the pistol. Plus, the limited map selection is maybe a little bit more friendly to pistol gameplay. So that's why I'm hoping. I mean, it's going to be like me running around with a pistol as a primary, so it's not going to be the best of gameplay. I'll do what I can. I will do what I can. So just mild spoilers for Major 1. I'll talk about it on occasion, most likely. So just be aware that I might start babbling about the Major and who won and lost. So just... if you're not looking for spoilers, maybe.
Hostiles launched a cruise missile.
already.
Deathmatch.
Requesting recon flyover.
Hostile care package deployed.
Got your cover. Loading. Changing mag. Reloading.
Ghost online.
UAV ready to deploy. Hostile counter UAV overhead.
We have an ammo box here.
Requesting
I don't know
recon
why I did
flyover.
Copy that. UAV is on station.
Enemy covering us. Got you covered. Loading. Taking fire. Counter UAV on.
Copy.
Oh,
UAV on
damn it.
station. Running interference.
And counter UAV.
I'll back you up. Enemy here.
Hostile recon deployed. Counter UAV is returning to base. UAV is orbit in the area.
Drop. Enemy changing mag.
The lead is ours.
Target down.
Mission is half complete. Secure this victory.
UAV
On
standing
ammo.
by.
Requesting recon flyover.
Copy that. UAV is on station.
Ah, this man had the ammo.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
We have the lead.
Our UAV is orbit in the area.
Reloading.
No, I should have meleeed.
Enemy in the area. Go. Oh.
UAV in the area.
Blood for blood.
Oh my god.
Taking fire. Throwing grenade. Loading.
Last minute.
Solid copy. Counter UAV is blocking enemy recon. Copy that. UAV is on station.
Oi.
Enemy UAV. Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
30 seconds left.
We have an ammo box here.
Counter UAV exiting the AO.
10 seconds.
Careful. Possible enemy here.
Mission compromised. We're done.
It's actually a pretty good build, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I'm playing the free trial playlist, and I don't know if this does anything, but the party settings I have set on casual. I switched it from competitive to casual. So I've heard, like, I'll show you what I mean. You go here, it's usually defaulted at competitive. I switched it to casual. I've heard this helps reduce like the skill-based matchmaking. Usually it's actually not even an option. You don't have the option in quick play. But all these side modes, you do have the option. So I did switch that to casual because I'm running around pistols only. It definitely felt more casual, that match. But yeah, I don't know whether it does or like, if that's just a placebo and it's rando. I think it does have some mild effects on the skill-based matchmaking. I think you'll still be matched up a little closer to your skill level for the most part, but it keeps it a little on the more casual side, I suspect. Again, it's not even an option in the quick play thing. So, like, if I played quick play, it'd just be the most sweaty nonsense with the most rubbish maps also.
Copy. Bravo 3-1 Place it down. Domination. Securing Charlie.
Covering your six.
Charlie secure. We've taken the lead. We're losing Bravo.
I should've just gone for B.
Bravo. enemy took Bravo. We're taking Bravo. Bravo secure. The lead is ours.
Contact! Changing mag.
Two objectives secure. UAV standing by.
Requesting recon flyover.
Copy that. UAV online.
The enemy took Charlie.
Are you kidding?
Switching
Friendly
mag.
UAV on station. Unit online. The enemy controls two objectives. Charlie.
Last mag. Requesting recon flyover.
Copy. UAV is on station.
Friendly cruise missile deployed. Enemies taking Bravo. Friendly UAV online.
Dropping ammo here. Target down.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
Counter UAV online.
Copy. Counter UAV deployed. Running interference.
Friendly care package on the way. Charlie.
Scratch one.
We're losing Bravo.
Stun incoming.
We control Charlie. All set. We've lost Bravo. Enemies taking Charlie. Enemy UAV overhead. Secure Bravo.
I'm on your side. Throwing sticky.
Objective Bravo secure. We've lost Charlie. Friendly
Requesting
airstrike
close air.
in the
Target
AO.
marked.
We're taking Alpha. Enemy UAV active. Alpha secure. Ghost online. Enemy securing Alpha.
Covering your six.
The
Enemy
enemy
contact!
Alpha. Securing objective Charlie.
We're even for now.
Objective Charlie secure. Ready for tasking. Counter UAV ready for tasking.
Copy.
Bravo. Enemy securing Charlie.
Yeah.
We've secured two objectives. We're losing Charlie. Objective Charlie is compromised. Get it back. Enemy securing Bravo.
Copy. UAV is on station.
We're taking Charlie. gaining ground. Push them back.
Counter UAV.
Charlie
Switching
secure.
back.
We got an enemy taking Bravo.
UAV is bingo fuel.
Bravo is compromised. Get it back.
Loading. Changing mag. Reloading.
The enemy holds two
Requesting recon
objectives.
flyover.
Friendly UAV on station. Securing objective Bravo. Enemies taking Charlie. Securing objective Alpha.
So many G. Target.
UAV standing by.
Don't mess
We've
with
lost
me,
all
Scompa.
objectives.
Molotov,
We have
get
to
back.
turn this around now. Securing Alpha. Control Alpha.
UAV is bingo fuel.
Changing mag. Counter UAV online. They're blind.
Solid copy. Counter UAV running signals.
We're taking Bravo.
Stop sensor.
Missile
Shit.
inbound. The enemy has captured two objectives.
A little too indecisive about throwing that nade, and I should have just done it.
Contact. Swapping mag.
Securing objective Bravo.
Oh, throwing sticky. Throwing flash grenade.
We control Bravo.
Switching mag.
Bravo.
Come on, man.
Friendly UAV online.
I need some help with the teammates, man, on that B.
Enemy securing
I'm on your
Bravo.
6.
We're losing Bravo. We've lost Bravo. Securing Charlie.
Dropping ammo here.
Can I not?
Secure Bravo. We control
Cover
Charlie.
is down.
We're taking Bravo. We're losing Alpha. We've lost Alpha.
Linda, got one. Swapping mags. Approaching
Secure
from the
Bravo.
rear.
UAV standing
Semtex
by.
out. Took a round.
UAV
Sniper's
ready.
down.
Enemy
Watch your
securing
firing.
Charlie.
Lota. Counter UAV online.
Copy. Counter UAV
Requesting
deployed.
recon
Running
flyover.
interference. Copy that. UAV online and orbiting the AO.
We've lost Charlie. Hostile UAV in the area. Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Switching mags.
RTB at this time.
VTOL ready for tasking. The enemy holds two objectives. Secure those positions.
Counter UAV
Mark.
engaged.
Press fire mission.
Solid copy. Securing objective Charlie. We're getting hit hard. Objective Charlie secure. Enemy securing Bravo. Friendly UAV on station.
Reloading.
We control two objectives. Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Swapping back.
Mission failed.
Oh,
Return
we
to base.
lost, man. I thought we had a chance.
Flash grenade.
Alright, for this next game, we're gonna throw on Orion onto it. I think it looks best, like the best out of the mastery camos on it.
Hard point. Target area confirmed. Get to the hard point.
Sniper. Changing
We have
back.
the lead.
Ah, thought I'd get away. I saw him.
Friendly UAV on. Compromised. Confirming next hard point. Stand by. Capture the hard point.
Oh, fuck. Not go where I wanted it to go. No, come on, man. Someone shoot her. She's so weak.
We've lost the lead.
Target down.
Friendly UAV on station. Locating the next hard point. Get ready. Target activated. We've secured the lead.
Changing back.
Find cover. Hard point relocated. Secure the target area. Enemy.
What's up, Phantom? I already got it. Already got it. I'm done. Got it before the reloaded update.
Enemy contact!
Reloading.
Enemies inside
Target down.
Enemy personnel at the hard point. Friendly UAV online. Hard point relocating. Stand by. Enemies inside the perimeter.
Nah. Like, what I don't like about the mastery challenges is you're forced to do the, like, challenges in order. Like, gold first, and then platinum, and then thing. If they allowed you to do it, like, in any order, like, choose your camo and you'll make progress on the said challenge, I'd be more inclined to do it. But forcing me to do it in order, I'm not, like, super keen on doing that. I forgot, I don't know where that went. Like, you're forced to do gold first and then platinum. I don't like that. Let me do it in any order.
Locating the next hard point. Get ready.
Dude, these
Enemies
guys
inside the perimeter.
shooting.
Hard point relocated. Secure the... Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Like, I just unlocked Orion, man. I don't want to be sitting on gold, just... That's stupid looking.
Push them back.
I've been meaning to do the Stronghold challenge in Warzone 2. But I've been waiting for Plunder. I'm hoping they'll bring back Plunder sooner or later. As soon as Plunder comes back, I'll be all over it. I'm not into the BR mode all that much, so...
Capture the hard point. Friendly recon online.
Assault rifle marked.
Hostiles launched an SAE. Hostile cruise missile incoming.
Contact.
Enemy UAV overhead.
No! God damn it. I wanted to get the guy who was camping that door. I guess he moved on.
Hard point relocating. Stand
Taking
by.
fire.
Friendly UAV online. Target area updated. Move to the hard. Friendly UAV on station. Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Grenade out. Chasing back. Reloading.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Dude. Thought I had a nade on me, but I didn't.
Fire.
The teammates are not going anywhere near hard point.
Locating the next hardpoint. Get ready.
Grenade out.
Secure the target area. We're getting hit hard. Friendly airstrike on the way.
Contact.
Hostile in the area. Hostile airstrike near your location.
Try to like
Relocating. Stand by.
square into the.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Friendly UAV flying. Enemy UAV active. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
I wished I had.
Friendly care package inbound.
Nah, I see a little dark.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Location upgraded. Capture the hardpoint. Enemy personnel at the hardpoint. Reloading. Our UAV is orbiting the area. Locating the next hardpoint.
Someone please put a trophy system.
Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint. We have the lead. Hostile pistol incoming. Hostile airstrike incoming. Enemies inside the perimeter. Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by. Reloading. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area. Hostile
with you.
SIE incoming. Mission is complete. Good work.
Orion looked pretty good on that. It looked really good on this blueprint. So yeah, the silhouetted gun there is the blueprint. As is. We were playing with it as is. No adjustment to the attachments or anything like that. For this next build, we're going to be trying out my build when I went for the camo grind on this gun. I went with the Chrome, like this optic if I'm using the gun as a secondary, I wouldn't have the optic, and I'd maybe throw on a laser, like the 1mm laser. But as a primary, I'm going to keep the optic, the Cronin Mini Pro, the Forge DX90F muzzle, Brune MG80 trigger. You know, I've been looking at it, and I can't remember if I was using the Brune Express or the Brune MG80. I think I was using the Express, because you get a really fast fire rate on it as compared to this one. But all my other builds, like since then, like I think I've just been using this one because I thought it was the same thing, but I can't remember. We'll just stick with it. The MG80, the 10-round mags, and the Bruin RSH80 grip. Now, this one is a unique grip because when you're using it as a secondary, you can kind of quick draw your pistol really fast and still have your gun out. So that's what makes it unique. But in hindsight, I've realized, like, if I was using this P90 for, what's it called, as a primary, and I wasn't using a secondary, I'd probably switch to this, grip for the recoil control. So I think I'm going to switch to that one for this particular build. Because like I said, as a primary pistol, I think that is probably the better grip, the recoil control. So yeah, this is my build for the gun on the blueprint. Let's throw on a camo for it. Let's see, does that do anything? I can't even see it so bright. No, that sort of just takes over the whole blueprint, doesn't it? Let's see, maybe one of the base camos? Let's just go with this one. Again, sort of just takes over the whole blueprint because we've changed the barrel or removed the barrel. All right, doesn't matter. Let's do it.
Deathmatch.
Dude, it's...
Reloading.
How did none of those shots hit the head? How did none of those shots hit the head? I'm curious.
Don't shoot me, you dope! Reloading.
Hostile UAV in the area.
I'm with you.
Where the hell are these people, man?
Friendly UAV on station. Hostile care package in the area. Enemy care package incoming.
Throw a grenade!
Hostile sighted.
You're halfway to mission complete. Keep fighting.
Loading!
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Fire! Missed me!
Fuck off, man. Really?
Friendly UAV online.
Next, reloading!
Ghost online. Friendly UAV on station. Friendly UAV online.
Grenade out! Contact!
How, man? How? I shot, dude. That's such bullshit. I 100% shot her. And it didn't even give me the hit markers.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Grenade out! What's your back? Throw a grenade! Contact!
Enemy UAV overhead.
Semtex.
Fresh breath! Do not die here. Throw a grenade! Grenade out! Enemy operation! Chasing mag! Grenade!
Enemy UAV active.
Reloading!
Done that.
Keep it up. Friendly UAV on station.
Loading!
What's up, Slayer?
Fighting.
So yeah, that was my build with the gun. Dude, what is going on with this thing not loading in the gun? Man, jeez, this game is so freaking jacked. There we go. Yeah, it's my build with the gun. I made some adjustments. I put the recoil thin. You know, honestly, I'm gonna be real. This blueprint's build is insanely good. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good build. They've tuned it well, I guess. The pro tuning actually is decent. This build was okay. That game was pretty laggy. There was some connection issues with it. But I still think, you know, I don't think I need that muzzle. I honestly don't think I need it. What's the cons on it? Aim down sights and aiming stability. It's not that bad. It's already got decent aim down sights, so like losing that is not a big issue. All right, for this next build, we're going to be doing a guest build. Slayer, you can join after I finish this. Let me just play a couple more games, and then I'll do bonus section, and you're welcome to join. I'll send the invite. I'll send the invite for the bonus section. So we're going to be doing a guest build today, and today's guest is WhosImmoral. He's a COD content creator on YouTube where he predominantly covers the news, like the latest news in the COD universe, but also does builds, and he likes Warzone a lot, so like a lot of Warzone build videos and stuff related to that, and breakdowns on like guns and all. But yeah, predominantly he's a news COD channel. I do keep track of his content on the regular because he's one of the faster news content creators. Like he's always on top of getting the news out as fast as possible. So yeah, it's convenient being subbed up to him because you know he's going to be on top of the latest and greatest on the COD universe. But this is one of his older builds for the P890. This was a build back in maybe the preseason. I'm not totally sure. But for a good while, this P890 had a notorious thing for being a two-shotter. Like you can just drop someone in 2 shots. And I actually think it might still be there. I thought they nerfed it when I was running around with my build. But then when I was running around with the base build for this gun, it seemed like it still had that like really fast time to kill often. Like it's a 2-shot when you're up close. Otherwise it drops off like to a 3 and plus shot kill. But you could really drop people very quickly with this gun in the like preseason. I was under the impression they nerfed it, but I might be wrong about that. So this was his 2-shot monster build, I guess, where he just went off while he was grinding out the guns. So I don't know if things have changed since then, but this was the build. The XRK Tac Ops barrel. So you keep the barrel, keep the way the blueprint looks, which is nice. The Forge DX90F muzzle attachment. He did mention that he had this suppressor on mainly for like the camo challenge. There's a challenge that requires you to use the suppressor. So I don't know if you'd maintain that suppressor now. But since he included it in his video, I'm going to include it in the gameplay. The Bruin Express trigger. This is what got me thinking. I'm like, dude, because I completely did not realize this trigger was also a fire rate trigger. And I remember when I was grinding out this gun, the fire rate was insane on it. And since I switched, because before they didn't even have the ability to save your builds, right? So whenever I'd recreate the build, I think I put this trigger on. But if I'm guessing correctly, I think I actually was using this trigger when I was grinding out the gun, which I actually really enjoyed. And since I've switched to this trigger, I'm not 100% sure. I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. The guns doesn't feel right. So maybe they either nerfed the gun or I put the wrong trigger whenever I rebuilt the gun. And then he's using the FJX DVF60 grip. So he actually maintains the blueprint visuals quite a bit. It's just he's thrown on the muzzle attachment and no optic attachment. He did mention like when he used it, he used only these 4 attachments, but you could potentially maybe throw on a magazine like the 10-round mag or something if you want, and maybe a laser attachment or something. We're going to go with what he recommended and not have the extra attachments. Although I do think the 10-round mag might have been useful. Could have been useful. Let's throw in a camo on this one. We'll do platinum for WhosImmoral's build. And have a look how it looks on the gun, since he maintains the blueprint quite well with his build. I'm good, Slayer. I'm good, man. Like I said, now that the grind is over, the long streams, waking up early, grinding the game all day long, that's not a stress anymore. Sleeping in when I want to sleep in, jump on and play when I want to jump on and play, end when I want to end. Feels good. How are you, by the way? How you been of late? I don't know if I've asked you that of recent.
Enemy personnel at the hard point.
Enemy in the area.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the confirming next hardpoint. Hostile UAV in the area.
Oh,
Enemies inside the
it's a full weekend of drinks and all that.
overhead. Location updated. Capture the hardpoint.
Switching mag. I'm taking fire.
Did you watch the soccer final? I heard it's a good one.
Personnel at the hardpoint.
It was a good one. Very close. Down to the penalty.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Hostile mortar strike near your position. Enemies inside the perimeter. Enemy personnel at the hardpoint. Locating the next hardpoint. Get ready.
Watch out. Flash incoming.
Hardpoint relocated. Target area.
Dude, the reload took half an hour for a pistol, dude.
Hostile UAV in the area. Our UAV is orbiting the area. We've taken the lead.
Switching mag. Loading. Molotov.
I shouldn't have done that.
Hardpoint compromised.
That was a
Secure the
very
area.
long range for a pistol.
Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Enemies inside the perimeter. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
Dust yourself off. We're good.
I'm taking all these super long range fights.
Good enemy
No, get out. What was that, dude? Honestly.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by. Go. Hostile cruise missile launched. Friendly UAV online. Location updated. Capture the hard point. You're halfway to mission complete. Stay sharp. Enemy UAV active.
Throwing flash grenade.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Semtex out.
Locating the next hard point. Get ready. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy personnel at the hard point. Target area updated. Move to the hard point.
I honestly tried to activate like dead silence, and I guess she just threw the grenade. And I didn't have dead silence yet, so.
Contact. Suppressor.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Got him on the run.
Throwing flash
Point
grenade.
relocated. Stand by.
What
Point
the?
compromised. Secure the area. Hard point relocated. Secure the target. Enemies inside the perimeter. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy personnel at the hard point. UAV on station. Hard point compromised. Secure the area. Enemies inside the perimeter. Hard point. Confirming next hard point. Stand by.
Reloading.
Hard point compromised. Area. Capture the hard point.
Switching mags.
Hostile mortar strike in the area.
Taking fire.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Enemy UAV active. Enemy personnel at the hard point.
Frick, man. Dude, I tell you, you should have put an optic on this. Like, as a primary, not having an optic is kind of a disadvantage, man. I mean, I guess if you're keeping it really close. What the shit, man?
Linda, got one.
Teammate, what are you doing, man?
Reloading.
Friendly UAV is active.
I think that one's chalk.
Locating the next hard point. Get ready. Enemies inside the perimeter. Target area updated. Move to the hard point. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy personnel at the hard point.
Changing back.
Friendly UAV online. Our UAV is orbiting in the area. Secure the area. Enemies inside the perimeter. Hard point compromised. Secure the area. Enemy cruise missile approaching target. Enemy personnel at the hard point. Hard point relocated. Stand by. Enemy UAV overhead. Hard point compromised. Secure the area. Hard point relocated. Secure the target area. Enemies inside the area. Mission complete. Solid work.
Yeah. Yeah, WhosImmoral's build. Honestly, not that much different from the base blueprint, but man, having the optic would have helped in those longer range fights, and in that map, there's a lot of them. And I was wondering whether this trigger thing was viable, but actually I'd probably say this one's the better choice, the Bruin MG80 trigger. Yeah, you can spam this, and I guess when you're really close, it's good. But I think this one just generally will be a little better, so you can stretch out your ranges a tad bit more. Also the muzzle. I'm almost now convinced this muzzle attachment, because it's the same one I use, convinced this is like some nonsense muzzle attachment. I don't know. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. For this final build, we're going to be trying out just a rando build I threw together, just to try out something different. I want to see what this... I want to try this one and this one, just to see if I could increase the range a good amount. This one looks cool, so it's kind of like a looks cool build because of that attachment. The X10 Hairbringer. We got the optic because I feel like an optic is useful. It just is when you're using it as a primary. When you're not using it as a primary and you're just whipping it out to finish off someone, obviously it makes no sense to have an optic. As a primary, it works out. We're keeping the recoil control. I've thrown on the 10-round mags. I was debating to put this on, but I think we'll go with this one. We're going to go with the Bruin MG80 trigger. So this is the build. We won't put any camo on, so we can at least take a peek at how it looks when you change the barrel, I guess, because you do lose so much of the blueprint. But yeah, I've never tried this barrel, so I'm just kind of keen on like, oh, let's see what it does. That's all. It's the only reason for this build. An experimental build, let's call it that. And yeah, I'll link WhosImmoral's channel in the description if you guys want to check it out. I do recommend checking him out. Like I said, he's very quick at getting the news out when it goes live.
Check fire. Enemy spotted.
Hard
Throwing
point.
thermite. Got an enemy here.
Enemy UAV active. Confirming next hard point. Stand by. Location updated. Capture the hard point. Hostile cruise missile launched.
On your 6.
Enemy incoming. They tagged me.
Hostile UAV in the area. Locating the next hard point. Get ready. Target area updated. Move to the hard point.
I see, I see. I'm just
Surprise, cabron.
Enemy UAV active. Enemy UAV overhead. Ghost activated. Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. 30 seconds remain. Hardpoint relocating.
Scratch one.
UAV ready for tasking.
Running low. I need ammo. Dropping
Enemy
ammo here.
personnel at the hard point. 10 seconds remaining.
Copy. UAV is on station.
UAV standing by. We've lost the lead.
Counter UAV online. They're blind.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by.
Be advised, UAV is near the AO.
Switching mags.
Target area updated. Move to the hard point.
Changing mag.
No! No!
Ooh, throwing sticky.
Lead is ours.
Throwing flash grenade.
Counter UAV is bingo fuel. RTV at this time.
Hostile UAV in the area. Locating the next hard point. Get ready.
Loading.
Location updated. Capture the hard point.
Last mag.
All Saber. Mission accomplished.
So yeah, that was just an experimental build. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. Yeah. I think I'd probably prefer the TAC Ops. But this wasn't a horrible attachment either. TAC Ops because you get that movement speed and all. And I think this... the velocity... I guess helps, but like wasn't that big of a difference. It's interesting, like it's an interesting barrel. So yeah, the P890 Candy Cane blueprint from Major 1. Viewership drops, Twitch viewership drops. If you watched the Major 1 Finals Day live for an hour and a half, you'd have earned yourself this blueprint, provided you had a link to your Activision and Twitch account for the drops. Is it any good? It's actually really good. It's a really good build. I might actually use this blueprint as my main pistol blueprint. I don't know what it is, but I think maybe like this muzzle attachment, like the Forge DX90, is holding me back. It's holding me back because the games that I didn't have the muzzle attachment, I felt so good and clean with my shots. Like even in what's it called? This build, WhosImmoral's build. Like I was struggling. I mean, I was taking on significantly longer range fights than I was with the other, like in the other games, which was probably my mistake. But I think the muzzle is screwing me over. So I actually really like this build. It's really good. And actually, the barrel is good too. I've been avoiding so many of the barrels. Because I feel like I just, like, without advanced stats and all, I just don't know enough what's going on and all. So I just avoid it. But this is a good barrel. Like, this might be my primary gun, man. This blueprint itself. And what I really like about this blueprint, what I really, really like about it, Orion looks dope as all hell on it. It looks so cool. That looks so cool. Like, and you know me, man. Once I've earned the mastery camo, I like to flex it because I put the time into it. So I like to flex the camo. So yeah, big positive with the camo looking as good as it does. I don't know if I'd use this particular build for my secondary, like as my secondary primary, like where I'm using my pistols. I might though. I might have to try it out. I think it was good enough. Like I guess if I had to. See, the unfortunate thing about this is as soon as you make an adjustment, you lose a pro tuning for it. And I would definitely make adjustments if this was my secondary. I'd need to lose the optic. There's no reason to have an optic. I'd need to change the grip to the fast draw grip. And then maybe throw on a laser. And have like 10 round mag on it. So I'll keep the barrel, keep this, just keep the barrel and keep this, and then laser and magazine attachment, and then change the grip. But yeah, I mean, honestly, for how cool it looks with the mastery camo, it might be worth it. It might be worth it going that route. Yeah, had a lot of fun. Honestly, I mentioned, like I said, I was playing the free weekend playlist to just minimize the potential of getting into really bad maps, because the 3 maps that they're offering in this one are like way better, like smaller for pistol action. And the other thing I did was I put that casual mode instead of competitive on the the play thing. I think definitely the first couple of games felt quite a bit more casual, as you can imagine. I did well with it. And then my build and exclusive ace build, those definitely felt a little on the sweatier side. And then the last game was kind of like an in-between. I didn't really get to play too much of the last game. So I don't know, man. Maybe that... I've been debating, like, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about is this find a party setting. According to Dragon and other YouTubers, apparently, if you go into this find a party setting and change this primary playstyle, it's always defaulted at competitive, but if you change it to casual, you get into more casual lobbies. The unfortunate thing is this find a party setting is only limited to like the side playlists. Like if you're playing quick play, you don't have that option. And I'm fairly certain it has no effect on the quick play playlist. So when I'm usually playing on quick play, it's just the competitive. That's why it's so sweaty, man. But if you're playing these side modes, like even shipment and all, it might be worth switching this to the casual setting and seeing if that helps with your lobby like selection. Because it helps a little bit, I think. The other thing I want to talk about, this is just a short topic, but I do want to mention it in this particular stream, is I want to see these drop rewards offered a little more than just the one time. These last few years, they've only given you one opportunity. On very rare occasions, they've brought back the drop reward for like another event. And then the very last event last year, the CDL championships, they did a rerun of the championships. And they didn't even mention this. So a lot of people probably didn't even know about it. But they did a rerun of the championships the following day. And the rerun had a lot of the drops available. In fact, some of the drops from previous portions of the championship games, they included all in this one kind of rerun drop watch party. What I want to see in the future of these CDL things is give more opportunities to earn these drops on other occasions. So what ideally I would like to see is and I know like the incentive of giving the drops only while it's live is it increases the viewership while it's live, the live broadcast. But there are certain times where it's not possible, like for me. And it's a struggle to watch the games live because it's very late at night and I'm old, man. So it's tough. So what I'd like to see is the live portion of the stream. Yeah, you get your drops, right? But then I think immediately after the live portion, they should do a rerun of that day's content. So say for me, okay, this is the timings for me of the broadcast in India. It starts at 11:30, 12 p.m. Or well, it'll be 12 a.m. or whatever, like midnight, right? And then it goes on till like 7:30 a.m. That's the broadcast timings for this major one, which obviously like 11:30, 12, that's okay for me. I can stay up for an hour or two and it gets like to 2 a.m. It's pretty late, I'm tired, but I can earn my drops like that, right? But what I prefer to do is that when I wake up, I prefer to watch the rerun. Like I'll just watch the like VOD of the thing. So the games and like the VOD. Ideally, what I think they should be doing is 11:30, 12, the normal time to 7:30, and then maybe a rerun around like 10:30, 11:30 a.m. my time, and goes on till like the end of like the rerun. And that rerun should allow you to earn the drops also. So that way, people who live in different countries at different time zones has a second opportunity to still earn the drops at a more reasonable hour of day for them, You'll still get the viewerships because of the rerun, right? So I think primary portion, live stream, fine, whatever timings, and then a rerun for the second half of the day right afterwards for people who live in different portions of the world. And drops should be enabled for both, the rerun and the primary, and you can just choose which one you want to watch to earn the drops, or both if you want, whatever. The other thing I would also like to see is maybe a potentially second rerun or a second broadcast potential to earn the drops. Halo, okay? Halo's majors and championship games and all, they had drops enabled for all of them, a lot of them. And some pretty nice drops like weapon skins, coatings for armor coatings for the operators and all stuff like that, right? Operator skins or whatever, if you want to call it the COD way. But operator coatings and all, the armor coatings that they call it, and their weapon wraps. But what they do is, once the major's done, you might have missed out on it. But then they have other competitions going on that are sanctioned competitions, or maybe other times where they're promoting their watch party, their community, right? So they'll have repeats of the drops that you could have earned during the majors and the championships and stuff like that, tied to later broadcasts. So right now, there's no champ. The games are over with Halo. This year's games are over. But you can still earn a lot of these rewards if you just keep track of the drops on Twitch. And sometimes it's just watch these people, playing the game. There's this mini event going on, and you can potentially earn one of those old drops that you missed out on. And it's not just the bad drops; it's the good ones, also like the weapon skins and all that. So yeah, I think ideally you have the live stream, a repeat the following day at a more reasonable hour for other nations, other time zones. So live stream, second half of the day, repeat, drops enabled for the entire thing, and then potentially drops enabled for other events with the similar items, with repeat items. So you have multiple opportunities to earn these drops. That's what I'd like to see. I think it is kind of cool that I got this blueprint, no one else can have it because I watched the CDL. That's cool, but I think there needs to be more opportunities. Maybe just be CDL sanctioned events and stuff like that. Last time they did something like this, where the CDL Warzone event had drops enabled, and it was a repeat item that you could potentially earn from the preseason drops of the CDL games and stuff like that. So they've sort of done this, and I'd like to see that. And again, like I said, they've sort of done the repeat thing with the championship games last year. They did have a rerun, and the rerun had a lot of the drops enabled that you might have missed out on. So you could potentially re-earn them if you missed out. They need to do that more regularly. They need to do that every time, for every game, every stream. There needs to be a rerun, and the rerun should be at a more reasonable hour for other time zones. That's just what I'd like to see. I don't know if they'll be interested in doing something like that. I know it might be a little extra work having that rerun going on, but it'll help, I think, increase the viewership. And maybe even a week later or something, have another rerun, or highlights, maybe compile a highlights best of the major one, and have the best of major one play on a live stream that you potentially could still earn a lot of the drops that you might have missed out on, and be oh, here, just watch this. And then the VOD can go to YouTube, or whatever afterwards. So there's a best of something or the other. So maybe multiple opportunities to earn the same reward if you've missed out on the live one. Also, I should talk about this a little bit. I know I'm just babbling, but I love doing my little babbles at the end of the stream. I don't know. Last year, I enjoyed the ranked mode so much. and the rewards and all, I covered them in my league reward streams. I don't know if I'll do the ranked mode this year. We'll see. We'll see how much I enjoy it when it comes out. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe this year might be just league rewards that our viewership drops. And I don't know if I'll play the ranked mode as seriously as I enjoyed it last year a lot. This year I'm questioning how much I'll enjoy it because of like search and destroy being footstep audio being so loud and all. But maybe I will enjoy it. We'll see how it's implemented and stuff like that. I'll give it a try. But no guarantees that I'll be doing league reward streams with those rewards, until I know for a fact whether I'm enjoying myself playing that mode when it comes out and the rewards are worthy. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my old streams if you haven't already. And I will catch you later. Bye. Actually, a really good build for the pistol. And Orion looks insane on it. It looks so good. I'm actually very happy with this drop reward pistol blueprint.